Hello, readers and supporters of the Virtuous This is Kenny Pugh, relationship coach, associate minister, motivational speaker, and author. Wanted to take a quick moment to address something that I believe will be near and dear to the hearts of a lot of the women that are out there. And so the first thing that I want to address is what are some of the characteristics of a good man? And so when you're thinking about a good man, what makes up a good man? Well, the Bible kind of outlines and provides us three areas of guidance and instruction to us as men as to areas that we ought to be good at, that we ought to be able to reflect his character in, and that is being a priest. And then the second P is that of being a provider, and then the third P is that of being a protector. And so we call them the three Ps: the priest, the provider, and the protector. And so when you think about identifying and associating your life with a man, you want someone who can be the priest of your household. That implies and determines that he already has an established relationship with God. And so you can't go out in the world trying to connect with people that don't already have a relationship with God. We call that missionary dating. And so for every successful story that you may be able to associate with someone who has been able to take someone who is unsaved and take them through that process of transformation in order and also marry them, I can give you thousands of other stories where that methodology and that approach has not been successful. And so you want to try to make sure that you establish and associate yourself with someone who already has a relationship with God. He does not necessarily have to be perfect, but he has to have come to the knowledge and understanding that God is sovereign, that he has the rulership over our lives, and that he should be the head of our lives. And so you want someone who has that relationship with God. That way he can continue to grow and develop his relationship with God through Jesus Christ and become the one who's able to pray over your household, the one who's able to provide spiritual covering over your household. And so that's the first P, that of being a priest. The second one is that of being a provider. And so when you start talking about being a provider, you want someone who's able to go out and someone who's motivated and willing to go out and earn a living in order to support a family. It does not give us a dollar amount that person has to make, but someone who is willing and motivated to go out and earn a living in order to support the family. And so motivation plays a lot and it plays a significant factor in that overall. And I'm not talking about motivation according to how Kelly Rowland defines it. I'm talking about motivation, meaning the willingness, the drive to go out and earn a living in order to provide food, shelter, and clothing for that family who he's in charge of. And so you want someone who's able to be a priest, someone who's able to be a provider, and then last but not least, you want someone who's able to be a protector. And when you start talking about a protector, we're not talking about someone who's able to go out and just fight everybody, but you want someone who's willing to keep all hurt, harm, and danger from coming over your household, coming over you as his helpmeet. And so someone who's willing to stand up for you, someone who's willing to take and deflect all hurt, harm, and danger from coming upon you. And then also, we kind of take this for granted sometimes, that you need someone who's willing to step in and say, you know what, I need to protect you from yourself in this particular instance. So he's able to see things that you may not necessarily be able to see, but he's willing to step in and intercede on your behalf to say, you know what, I know you want to make this decision, but I think this will be in your best interest for the long-term picture of your life. And so when you're looking at the characteristics of a godly man, you want someone who's a priest, you want someone who's a protector, and you want someone who can also be that provider as well. And so this is Kenny Pugh bringing you your blog moment with thevirtuousdiva.com.